Welcome back to the channel. Today we are looking at Snake Eyes. It's more of an updated list from last month. Oak got banned, and at first glance it doesn't look like it's a lot, but we're losing essentially two bodies, Oak plus the revive, so it is a big deal. There's a lot of recursion. Sometimes your cards get banished, you can bring it back, you can set up for the following turn. He's not banned yet, but it will be in a couple days, so we're just making the adjustments basically. So that's why I've made the list. Golem got limited, which I think is incorrect. Should have been like Sengenjin, but typical Konami, just not trying to refund UR. Probably why they didn't ban OSS or even limit the Black Witch, since it kind of follows the OCG list, and Black Witch is at 1. Not that, you know, Sengenjin's at 1, but we probably needed to do something about it. And hitting Golem in the deck that already just plays one Golem doesn't really do anything. There's also the Zombie Vamp that probably should have been banned, but that's for another time. So let's start off with the list. We have Birch instead of Oak. Birch is not as bad as people think it is. It is a brick, and people considered Oak a brick, so you're pretty much trading one brick for another. With Poplar, it's full combo. If you have Birch, if you don't play Birch, it's not full combo. And I'll showcase it in one of the combos, and I'll specifically point out the interaction that I'm talking about. And then Ash is still Ash. Ash is full combo. Because you don't have Oak, you're essentially down one extra body, just one though, which is a big deal because Apollo isn't 2400 anymore, it's 1600. But if you don't have Birch, you're even, I think you can still do full combo, but it's just with Ash and not Poplar. And so my thought process is normal Poplar, grab OSS, link off the Poplar, place it in the spell and trap, activate OSS, send the Poplar, special the Ash, and then you can grab the Birch. Now you have enough bodies. Again, I'll showcase it in the combos. And yeah, you go full combo, you end up with IP, Desiree, Apollo, Flamberge. So yeah, we'll showcase it like I said. We have typical hand traps, Maxi, Ash, Fua. I added Fua. Joel doesn't really, it's not, you don't get much value out of it anymore, because you just actually lose to hand traps now. If the Ash Blossom your Ash, it turns pretty much over unless you have a way to extend with Millennium or Fiendsmith, because Ash is the only way you can get to Flame Birch. So Birch doesn't get to him unless it's your opponent's turn, which obviously you can't do anything. But I will say it did come up where he would special Snake Eyes card from my deck, which does include this Diabell Star, which is a bit of an interruption as well. Whenever it's involved in attack, you just place him in the spell and trap card zone, which does come up, get rid of problematic monsters. So it is pretty good. Like, it's not bad. It has some utility. Not as good as Oak, but some utility. For the Fiendsmith stuff, it's just a typical one Lurie, one Lacrima, 2 Engraver, 2 Track. I like 2 Track. Like I said, if you don't, I'll get to the end of the video, I'll talk about cards you can replace it with. But then the Millennium cards, typical Genjin, Golem, and Temple. Dead Star, Flameburge, the Snake Eyes Diabell Star, the Nibiru. Bonfire is at 1 now. That happened like 2 months ago, I think. And then OSS got hit last month. We have the Temple, Called by, Crossout, Wanted, Chase. I like Chase. I know people don't like it, but it's there. Like it's good because you can also set Diabell Star or the other one, I guess. I know it's a bit confusing because names kind of cross over, but I'll most likely just point out the card so you can kind of see it for yourself. Sometimes when you have Poplar and you don't have access to your field spell, but you do have Chase, just place this in your spawn trap card zone and it'll act as basically a temple. So, and then it'll be the additional body for later, so it's pretty good. No, people don't like it, and I'll talk a bit about that later. Triple Imperm, and then you pair it up with Silvera. This is a negate, like Desiree. You can just target cards and then you can negate them. Pretty good. And the combo is essentially, so you activate Chase, you put the Diabell Star, and then on your end phase, you special the Diabell Star, set the Silvera, and then on their turn you activate it to negate something. For effect, Black Witch can special summon instead of Sinful Spoils. Just maybe OSS. It's something, right? Or even Wanted for next turn for follow-up. So pretty much that's pretty much for that aspect of the Chase and Silvera. The extra deck it's pretty standard. It's always the same. You have Photon Lord. It's pretty much the only replaceable card. Whatever you want. Like I said, if you have Millennium, you make Photon Lord and you go Ash combo if you have that. Sometimes you need a gamble with Zombie Vampire, and I'll showcase that as well. Phoenix. This can be Sunlight Wolf or Ida. I almost forgot her name. Preference. So whichever one you like. These arrows were like terrible for you. Why people prefer Sunlight Wolf or Hida. And then everything else is pretty standard. P, Little Knight, Moon, Sequence, Princess, and Apollo. Oh, that's pretty much it for the deck. I know people don't like Chase, don't like Silvera, don't like that. Roll's probably not very good anymore. So you can just add 2 extra cards. Whatever you think is best. Probably a Tactics. And then maybe another Temple. Something like that. Also works. But like I said, Poplar isn't a combo anymore. You do need the Birch. So that'll be it for the deck profile. Let's watch some replays and some combos. And make sure to like, comment, subscribe for more videos. Okay, this will be the Poplar combo. And we can really talk about what I mentioned in the beginning of the video, that without Birch, it's kind of impossible to do anything. So your normal, grab the OSS. Now you can link off the Karibo, place it in the spell and trap. And with OSS, send it out. Summon Ash. Okay, so if you don't play Birch, you don't add anything here, then what happens? Activate Ash to send the Karibo, and then you summon the Flameburge, and that's it. Unless you have more extenders. But with Birch, you can You can add the birch, just special him. Now, you can go combo. You want to save your ash, or when you get to the, you can equip the Requiem. Oh, just Requiem, summon, and then send the engraver. Now here, one to attach. And now you go ash combo. So you send the 2 away, 3, summon the Flame Purge. And now you finish the rest of your Fiendsmith combo. Moon back. Go sequence, and then fuse up. Sequence. Remember, if they nib you, you have the Flame Birch to bring 2 back. So, you go to Desiree. Again, keeping the zone empty, like under. That's the princess arrows. So 2 and then 1. Place it on this side. Flame Birch brings back 2. It doesn't really matter here. And then you can equip sequence. We're gonna need that. Now with the princess, you bring back the Purge. And now you can negate. Now you can go into IP. And then you've seen this before, right? You go follow. So here you go. And then you can place the IP at the bottom. And that's pretty much your combo. Once again, set up for the Phoenix. To point to the Apollo and the Desiree. That's pretty much it. There's no wrong one. In this case, you can just type Bellstar. So you just put you there, discard the other one. Activate effect. Let's place the Silvera. Boom. Essentially your new combo with Poplar. It's only possible with Birch. And it's just really good, right? Set up the exact same board. And that'll be it for that combo. This will be the standard, just Ash combo. So, normal. Add the Poplar. This doesn't change much. If you don't have Birch, it doesn't matter. This is not really for Birch related. Oh, this is just, like I said, this is a very typical board. 1 Ash. And we set the Bellstar. And these 2 away. So this is very like standard, I'd say. Here we send the Poplar out for Link Karibo. This is pretty much just every combo. They're only different when you have Poplar or another extra card. Like Birch, essentially. So, and then you do the, after you revive 2, you do the combo, the Fiendsmith stuff. Make sure not to mess up your zones. So I like to put them all on the left side for later. So we Lacrim right here, and then we revive or spell the engraver. And then revive, go sequence, and then Desiree. So the only real difference is, like I said, you lost the bodies from Oak, the revive. You can still get the full combo essentially without it. You just fall for hand traps. You just lose to hand traps essentially, like Ash. When they Ash your Ash, kind of like big trick point. Other than that, it's your typical combo. Attach the sequence so you can negate the Promethean. And this is like a good example because I have Chase, and this is like a good use case for it. Adds that extra layer. Then you go IP here. The wrong card. But the board's still the same. All you lost was an Apollo material, which is a big deal. I'd say it's one extra negate. Oh, let's do that. Set the IP. And in my case, I do have OSS, so you can summon the Birch. But more importantly, you have the Chase. So, summon the Diabell from the deck. So that's typical end board. Still the same, you're just down a material. This is why I like Chase, turn, special the Diabell. Set the Salvera for another negate. But here, pay attention to how I kind of put my cards on the field. Sometimes you can go IP, right? You're gonna activate IP here. Have a Flame Birch, put the IP on the left, and then you can sometimes go into Phoenix. It's not very optimal because Little Knight is so much better. But sometimes they just summon a monster that's stronger than Apollo and they just attack over it. That's only the main difference, I'd say. Most of the time it's just IP, just banish it, you know. And that's pretty much your end board. Your Diabell Star will also activate. It gets sent during your opponent's turn. So get an additional card. Or you summon her and then you get to set a Sinful Spoils. But that's it for that combo. Let's check out a different combo. Okay, so we have one replay here. We're gonna go track, flurry. Just trying to bait out stuff right now. So very typical combo. Here we want to utilize essentially the free Requiem for OSS. So we go Poplar, now we add the Temple, set the Diabell, go Flamebird, pretty typical. We're leaving the Flamebird so just in case they nib. Then we go Desiree, and now we go Princess, revive the 2. Bring back the Flame Birch, attach, negate, make IP here. Summon the Diabell Star, put the Poplar back for 3 materials. And then put the IP. Here we have Diabell Star. Just set the Salvera. Yep, this is pretty much our turn right here. 3 negates on Apollo. Desiree, Diabell Star, Flame Birch, IP, and Salvera plus Droll and Imperm. Something they can really do there. That's too much negates. So, wait for that replay. It was just to kind of showcase the combo. Here we have another replay, and we're think we're playing against Brandon. On a longer replays. Yeah. So they go Fusion, we go Fuelos. Just go for Sanctifier. Draw a card. They pass. It's kind of good, really. I didn't know they can do that. But we imperm the Cartesia. And then we just do Fiendsmith right now. We're really trying to bait out this Sanctifier. There's no real good way of doing it. So we just do Fiendsmith combo right here. Nothing crazy. We fusion here because we can bring back monster. We still have we have a normal summon, so we can do. I know he's gonna fusion here, suck up one of my cards. Back the engraver, reattach, so we can bait out the Mirror Jade. Temple, summon the Oak for the Birch. Place it back, summon the Dead Bellstar, go Little Knight. We can deal with something. We banish the Cartesia, and then we place these in the back. We do this because they can only control one Mirror Jade. So as long as that's there, they can never summon Mirror Jade. And then we sit the Imperm. Now he's just doing his stuff. So I summon the Birch. Remember, you can special Snake Eyes on your opponent's turn. Oh, we're just gonna do this and pass. We don't really have anything left. Oh, he's doing branded stuff. Banish, Retribution, add the Fusion. Fusion up. Albion. He probably doesn't know this, but special summon so I can summon that Bellstar. Like I said, Mirror Jade is locked back there and you can never summon another one. As long as that's there. Oh, he goes Chaos Scourge. Then I just negate it. Purge, so I can get the maximum value. Summon Ash. Just draw Poplar. Here, going for the OTK. So I'm just trying to pile up monsters on my board. Oh, Requiem, summon the Poplar. I can search off Poplar. Dramatic face. Maybe with that, summon the Karibo. Like I'm just trying to survive here, basically. Here with the Karibo, he attacks over everything. Put the Poplar back. And I put the Sanctifier in the back row. Oh. Just doing his branded stuff. Typical. So I go chase, put the Bellstar, now I go into this guy. Get rid of another one of his monsters. I gotta put the Poplar back. Now I can activate the Bellstar to put the Birch and then the Bellstar on the field. Wish I had more room because I would place another card in this Bell and Trap card zone. Here we want to get rid of the big body. Now we summon. Now we summon Null 3 to Princess. Here I thought he was just gonna beat me because he went Jaco's Tapelia. So you summon the monster, I can summon Poplar at OSS. He negated me here, and I thought I was gonna lose. Just because I ran out of stuff. So here I went to Phoenix to pop a card. He had Mercurier, and we're in a really bad spot here. Chase, and special the Birch. Here I summoned the Mirror Jade. I think it was bad. Because now he can go Mirror Jade. But I don't know why he didn't go Mirror Jade. I send the Temple to summon the Burge, or the Flame Burge. Again, trying to survive here. Here he does Sky plus Kinneon. Pretty good. Banishes my IP. Albaz. Banishes for Tragedy. So he's doing stuff here. But he negates. Now, funnily enough, he turned my monster into a level 1. Which is kind of funny. Now, you can see Link Karibo. So we're doing Graver stuff here. And it's just a Karibo, I tribute it. Now I get essentially a bunch of monsters out. It's forfeits. Kinda weird, but I think I would have been able to play through everything because my monsters were kind of just bigger. So that's it for that one. This would be the last replay, and I kind of want to showcase the full combo when it comes to like kind of gambling with Golem. So let's start off with Fiendsmith stuff. We're just trying to bait out cards. We have double call by, so it doesn't really matter. But he's on 60, so whatever. So we're just doing the gambling stuff. Put up to 2 level 8s, go into Zombie Vamp. Mill, and we hit the Poplar. Really good. So we milled Fuelos, Silvera, Wanted, Poplar. And then Poplar goes full combo here. Ash, add the Birch. In this case, it doesn't matter if you have the Birch or not. But it's nice, right? And the combo got really awkward. I'm not gonna lie. We got 3 materials. Apollo. Send these 2 off for sequence. Revive 2. Make Desiree. Then we make Princess. Then revive the Burge. Then we attach. Gate, or bring that back, negate, and then we go Phoenix. Remember, in the combos, I would always place like this position to go into Phoenix. So keep in mind, it does matter. It doesn't always matter, but it's good to like keep track of that stuff. And we still have IP, right, to go into Little Knight. So we banish. Put the Silvera back and just set 2. And then here we're playing against a trap deck, so he just set 5 and pass. We go Little Knight to banish 1, drive 2. Now we can send those 2 for the Bellstar. Reset the Poplar. Yeah, these decks are so annoying. You just attack here. Get barbecue last. I don't know why I did that. I don't know why I did do it at the beginning of the round. I didn't want to Desiree negate because I thought he would negate it. Had something else for Desiree. But who knows. Oh, he activates Black Gold Labs. He's just playing the Paleo stuff. Activate Karibo to set it or summon it. There goes my Little Knight. Gate here. And he just sets and passes. He mills more cards. Yeah, this duel was kind of dragged out, if I'm being honest. I just really wanted to showcase the gambling that you can do. Oh, just doing all his stuff. Elemental Burst. Even after he kind of destroyed my whole board, he I can still make plays, right? So we do that. We send the Flamebird away for Bellstar. Bring 2 back. Then the Silvera. Poplar adds the field spell. Then we just go in for the burn here. Lacrima burn. He knows it, so he just end up winning. So that's it for that one. That'll be it for the combos and the replays. You can see the benefits of having Birch. Like I said, Poplar plus Birch is pretty much full combo. And you can search the Birch. So, the only big main difference, Ash is still Ash. It'll be a full combo regardless. But Poplar is a 1-card combo. if you do play the Birch. So you saw this. I'm not sure if I included it in the replay, but I did summon Diabellstar to set the Silvera stuff. I think it was one of the replays. So it's an additional layer. Whenever they droplet, it does happen. They'll send a monster and a spell or something, and they kind of forget about Silvera. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't, but people don't play many traps, so there's a high chance that they don't have a trap. Chain the Silvera, gate it, and your Desiree is safe. So they have to discard a trap and a monster just to play around the Silvera, and you might even have a spell card so you can chain to it and then activate Desiree. Showcase the Phoenix. Sometimes because you lost the additional body, your Apollo is weaker, 1600. So, and one of the main weaknesses is that they can just summon a monster and attack over it, which is why Phoenix is good. Your Apollo ends up being a monster, like battle protection, and then destruction protection from IP. That's really good. Like I said, yeah, that's pretty much it. Sometimes you gamble with Zombie Vamp. I included that in one of the replays, so it happens. You're bound to hit something, right? Or sometimes you miss other times, but, and like I said in the big intro, you don't really need, if you don't like Silvera or Chase, you can just get rid of them, as well as Birch. I know people don't really like Birch at all, but like it is a 1-card combo with Poplar if you have Birch. So yeah, that'll be it for the deck profile. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you have any combos that I didn't go over all the combos, but let me know if you know some combos that people don't know, and I'll try them out. So thanks for watching. Make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe for more videos.